is a showing day. Well, two showings actually today. We have one that's at 11. It is 9:30 now. We have one at 2:15. So today's going to be real interesting because we got two showings and we got to get out of this house. It's not looking too shabby in my opinion. But I got to do some stuff upstairs, make our bed, that sort of thing. So for the moment, you know, we've pretty much gotten most of the cleaning done, but like nothing can be on the counter, so all this stuff has to go. Get ready to get out of our house so other people can come and walk around it and judge it. Hopefully somebody buys it.
There's a little corner somewhere in the middle of the day where nothing feels too heavy.
There are just things that I tell my husband all the time. Women can see certain things that men just can't. Like their eyes just glaze over it. So every time we're doing a house showing, I go back over everything. Even if my husband has kind of already said like, hey, I did it. Just because I know I can see things that he doesn't see. With that in mind, I need to be able to go back through everything to just make sure, like with a woman's eye, that it's the quoted time, just to make sure we don't overlap. All the work that we're doing is like a quick mad dash. So we made it out of the house with literally 2 minutes to spare. The agent was there already. Our trend is not going well. I feel like we're getting out later and later every showing. And the earlier they are, the less prepared we are. And I know 11 a.m. is not early, but like when you got kids and they gotta eat and everybody gotta get dressed, and then you still gotta straighten up the house because no matter what you do the night before, the day of is a disaster. So we have two today, two tomorrow. Hopefully somebody buys it. Today was a young couple. We had like a couple last week, but the feedback was like beautiful, great neighborhood, but too small. So hopefully today it looked like a young couple. So hopefully, you know, they'll see that it's a starter home at a non-starter price because that's America. So we got an offer on the house and we are under contract. So our original offer that they presented, we ended up countering, and then they accepted our counter offer. And so now our house is under contract. One of the things that we did counter with was a 6-week close. And I will be totally honest with y'all. 6 weeks still seems like tomorrow, especially to move states. And to make matters worse, like, for the last couple of days, like the family has been sick. We had a stomach bug. Like my oldest son got it. Then the baby and myself got it around the same time. And my husband finally succumbed to it today. So it just feels like a lot. It feels like we kind of wasted a week that we had to prep and plan because everybody's been sick. So if I'm being honest, I feel rushed and feel like it's going to be a lot to turn this around in 6 weeks, especially considering, you know, my mom is out of the country and she'll be moving states with us. And so we still have a lot to prepare for her house. And, you know, moving 2 households in 6 weeks feels like a lot. I'm not going to lie. But I'm excited. I'm glad we went under contract so quickly. I know, especially in this market, these day and ages, like it could take ages before you even get an offer. And so, you know, I feel very blessed that we didn't have to wait very long for an offer. Overall happy, just a little bit nervous as to how I'm going to pull all of this off. Y'all, what our side yard look like. So not a ton of space. So a ton of space for like kids to walk around, hence the reason why we're leaving. Because literally, if my neighbors had a window right here, I could hand them sugar. I'm right here. The wall's right there. Make it make sense, y'all. One of the things I am gonna miss though is this view. Trying to ignore but like we have really pretty trees outside. And so I always just love sitting here, particularly like in this chair here, just kind of looking at the view. I'm gonna miss that. Soaking all that up right now while I still can. Because again, we have 20 days. And then you got this places. Every little top you see, this is something he done pulled out and carrying with him now. He goes behind me and unpacks everything I pack. You proud of yourself, Asher? Proud of yourself? You ever wonder, like, why it has to get worse before it gets better? Like, look at this. Why does it look like this? I just don't get. Like, I feel like we have so many boxes that are packed, but the house still looks like this. And so, anyway, trying to keep the little kids occupied while packing is also a challenge. All I'm gonna say is I'm just tired. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. And we only got 19 days before the moving trucks arrive. 19 days, which means we really don't have no time, y'all. We really don't have no time to get this done.
I'm over here getting ready for the day and just contemplating all the things that I have to do to get us to North Carolina. Excited for a change, but also a little nervous because we did rent sight unseen, which is not like me at all. I'm very ordered, structured person. And so for us to be in a 12-month lease for something I haven't seen is like something I would normally never do, but it's a new build. So I'm hoping that I have less to complain about outside of like the construction wasn't right. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because the house is not ready.
So we made it. And watching all of that back is wild because in the middle of it, I really didn't know if we were going to be able to pull that off. 6 weeks, everybody was sick. A lease that I signed on a house that I had never actually seen. On paper, literally none of that makes sense. But we're here. The boys are here. The boxes are here. Okay, some of the boxes are still in boxes, but we're here. And I'll be honest with y'all, I do miss Colorado in a lot of ways. I miss those trees and that view. I miss the familiarity. And every time I look outside and I'm feeling a little bit like reminiscent or nostalgic for what I left behind, I try to remind myself why we made the move in the first place. Because leaving Colorado was never really like the goal of all of this. It was just like our first step. The whole point of all of the chaos that you just witnessed was to get us here so we can start building the life that we actually want. The land, the home, the freedom, pretty much all of it. And that part of the story, that's what's coming next. So if you want to see what we're building, and I mean literally building from the dirt up, make sure you're subscribed because the next chapter is about why this whole channel exists. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.